when you did your dance stuff, are you still, were you doing it as like a career thing or as like a hobby passion thing? Because I know you did modern dance, but what was your involvement there?
So there was a time where I would teach expression through movement and bringing people back into the body, because we, like we were talking about before, are so disconnected from our body and from feeling what is going on. You know, people will sit and eat cake and they're like, oh my gosh, this isn't going to make me feel good. Or I can, you know, kind of feel my stomach turning a bit, but they're continuing to eat the cake and you're not listening. So when you're able to reconnect to your body and to understanding what's going on in here, whether it's heartache, whether it's happiness, whether it's frustration, you're able to more so have a conversation within yourself of, you know, if I'm talking to you and I'm getting tension in my chest, there's a reason for me getting tension in my chest. I should not ignore that.
Right.
I should, okay, what about this conversation is bringing tension to my chest or your throat or, you know, stomach pain, something like that, because everything that happens within our body is telling us something and we're taught to disregard it. Or, you know, as society has been and as humans have evolved, we're moving more and more away from our body, specifically in the Western culture. And when you're dancing and when you're moving, and through breath work too. Breath work is great to get you in your body, because some people are like, I don't even know how am I disconnected from my body. I'm in my body. It's here with me, but we're not paying attention to the signals that it's telling us. And through movement, and especially coupling that with breath, you're able to feel how it feels. Or if I put my arm this way, I can feel it's stretching a little bit back here. And so now you're putting your attention there. So you're dropping into your body and feeling what's going on. And, you know, people say I've had back problems for X amount of years. Well, are you going to do anything about it? Are you going to, you know, other than going to the chiropractor, are you stretching? Are you breathing? Are you strengthening your glutes and these different aspects and learning what needs to be done rather than just putting on a Band-Aid and taking pain pills for it? Right. So through movement, I was able to more embodiment and teach women to come back into their body and themselves and put themselves first. Because then once you fill this cup up, it's like that, it's cliche to say, but fill your own cup first and then you can take care of everybody else. Mm-hmm. But if you try with an empty cup, you're not giving anybody else water. So
what kind of, like, what's a description and what does it look like, this kind of dance? So you're teaching you're in a room and you're teaching another woman that's disconnected from her body, like how to move her body. Mm-hmm. I mean, is it just like a dance lesson? Like, how does that look?
It can seem like a descolution. I'm actually surprised that was my first
descolution.
Real mess up. It is now. I am dyslexic, and so I'm very surprised that it's taken that long for something to pop in there. I usually mix everything up so much. So within the, you know, it could be one person, it could be 3 people, it could be 10 people, it could be a class, you know, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you're focusing on yourself. You're not looking at what they're doing to the left and they're doing to the right. I'll be there to guide them and to take them on more so of a journey of doing small movements first. And how does that feel? And then getting a little bit bigger and coupling that with music and seeing the relationship with music as just that, a relationship with music. It's not, okay, how am I going to keep beat? How am I going to keep count? And I do this movement on 1 and then it goes 2, 3, 4. It's not that. It's how does the music move your body? And what is that conversation? Because then it could become a meditative state that you can do in the morning, that you're just getting your body moving. And because we're so disconnected, it's, you know, if you take it to the chakra system, the sacral is your sexual life force. And there's a lot of people who are disconnected from that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very stiff and they're not very fluid. And you could see that when they're walking. Sometimes you could see the gait, you could see how they move their arms, or if their shoulders are way up, and everybody is tense. And we're having this, that we're living in this lifestyle that is so tense. So when you can bring it to movement and bring it to your breath and use music as a tool for all of that, to find that, just that conversation, and it can release tension. It can release anxiety. It can release emotions. Some people hold, you hold motion in your body, you hold energy in your body. And how it's been explained to me and how I understand it as is, if you have all this energy coming into you and it's finding a place in your body and it just keeps compacting and compacting and compacting, it's like taking a piece of paper and you keep squishing it down, and now it's this hard ball within your body and it's just locking emotion away. So if you're able to move through that and move that, there's been people who are laughing while they're dancing, or crying while they're dancing, or getting frustration out, and using music as that tool to take you on that journey of release.